You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, guess what? Christmas just came early for you. I talked about Mike Tomlin just briefly yesterday about the fact that, of course, him as a head coach, for somehow, some way, using MacGyver techniques, he gets the Pittsburgh Steelers into the playoffs almost every year, even after losing to the Browns the other day in another inept offensive performance. They're still in the last playoff position in the AFC. Well, they finally, they have made a move that all fans will celebrate in Pittsburgh. Matt Canada got his walking papers this morning. The offensive coordinator, don't let the door hit you in the ass. Now, before we even go too far, I think you guys drafted the right quarterback. I still believe that. I went into that draft after looking at all the quarterbacks. I was thinking, he's a top 10 pick. Kenny Pickett. I know a lot of people don't like his sort of Alex Smith kind of feel. This quarterback is the right guy, okay? But you got to have somebody that knows how to use the Pittsburgh Steelers' weapons, a la Kyle Shanahan, a la Andy Reid, a la Sean McVay. We're talking about the offensive minds, the good ones around football. You can't tell me with these weapons, we're going to look at the depth chart in a minute. Steelers are loaded, folks. I don't know how many people know that or understand that. They've got true weapons. Now, this is interesting. Could Mike Tomlin be on the hot seat? I don't know. That's a lot of times you see a coordinator take a fall, which he should have taken a fall. And then in the offseason, But again, as of right now, he's got a playoff team. They make the playoffs, Mike Tomlin's not going anywhere. We know he's not going to USC. Quote, Matt Canada has been relieved of his duties as offensive coordinator. This is Mike Tomlin's statement. I appreciate Matt's hard work and dedication. I wish him the best moving forward in his career. Bagging groceries at the local Kroger's. There's been no official word on who will be calling the Steelers' offensive plays going forward, but Steelers quarterbacks coach Mike Sullivan, running backs coach Eddie Faulkner will reportedly assume Canada's duties. So what are we doing there? There's going to be a run game coordinator and a pass game coordinator, I would think. Quarterbacks coach, probably the pass game coordinator. Running backs coach, running game coordinator. There we go. A change was something Steelers fans have been begging for all year. As young quarterback Kenny Pickett has shown no growth in his second season, the Steelers have struggled week to week to move the ball. Despite the offensive struggles, the Steelers remain very much alive in the AFC playoff race, and there's a good chance they'll play meaningful games for the rest of the season. They'll need a better offense to win those games. Tomlin made the change he had to make. Absolutely. And this is it's Michael David Smith. I thought it was going to be Florio. So just for context here, your quarterback, 27th on PFF on the quarterback grades. Not a flawless evaluation of quarterbacks at all, but it's a good idea, okay? It's a good feel for where Kenny is at right now. 25th in the league in passing yards, 28th in touchdowns, and 32nd in interceptions. Look, you've got a more athletic version of Alex Smith there. Now, Andy Reid and Jim Harbaugh once proved you can win a bitch ton of games with an Alex Smith, and this guy's better than Alex Smith. And from an athletic standpoint, but he's shown regression. 63% last year. You guys know I'm all about that completion percentage when evaluating quarterbacks, and he's down to 60.5. This team is loaded, folks. It's loaded. Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren. They can get it done. They should be able to get it done. Diontae Johnson, badass. George Pickens. This guy's a true number one, folks. Allen Robinson II. Pat Freiermuth. And Darnell Washington, a total beast out of Georgia. And this is going to be like playing a video game, or it should be for the Steelers. You should be able to unlock your offense now. Can you imagine if McVay, Shanahan, Steichen, Slowick down in Houston, Andy Reid got a hold of these kind of guys, these kind of toys to play with? You've got to get the ball into the hands of your weapons, your playmakers. And Matt Canada was just not getting it done. This is the Steelers right there. You're seeing them. This is the official NFL playoff picture page. And great little resource right here. 6-4. Jesus, who would have thought the Texans? But when you go over here to the schedule, you look at these 17 points. 6 points. 7 points. It's a bunch of crap. 20. 10. 10. Another 10. And guys, there's winnable games all over the schedule going forward. Bengals should be a victory. Cardinals really should be a victory. You're at 8-4. Patriots, God, don't get me started about not using weapons and not having any. Patriots, a team we cover here on this channel a lot. Mac Jones has got literally nothing, and he's going to lose his job and be on a different team. And you can draw parallels right now between Kenny Pickett and Mac Jones. All right, except Kenny's got the weapons. Mac doesn't. Okay, Mac doesn't. Colts, look, scrappy, should be a victory. That's 8. That's 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 10-4, 11-4. That Seahawks game in Seattle, probably a loss. 11-5, and Ravens in Baltimore. This team's going 11-6, or should, if they can get anything out of their weapons there. And there's no doubt this Steelers team's you got a lot of things to play with. Now, Mike Tomlin's got to figure one thing out about everything. Number one, they got to figure out how to use Kenny Pickett's dual threat ability, and go look at his college stats. Kenny was a running fool in college. He was all over the place, really athletic, and you got to figure out how to incorporate that into his game somehow. All right? You got to unlock that portion of his offensive game. Now to Mike Tomlin, as far as a coach goes, beyond offense, you've got to start winning some playoff games. Oh, okay? Tomlin has done an amazing job. He's one of my favorite coaches. He's done an amazing job with Pittsburgh, and God bless you fans, because your team is involved in the conversation every year at the end of the year, which is what so many fan bases would love and have been for the last 15 years. But you got to win a playoff game soon. Mike Tomlin, you got to win one. You got to get to the AFC champion. Something's got to happen there where they're stuck, and they got to take another step at some point. At some point. He's kind of like John Harbaugh, just a bunch of solid every year, it seems like, year in and year out. But there is a sense, in Baltimore too, where both coaches have to take another step soon. Even though they're Super Bowl coaches, it's been a damn minute for both of them. So tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Matt Canada, ding dong, the witch is dead. Sorry. I probably got it right the first time. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.